Hello everybody. Uh, this is Risk of Rain. Now, I've been playing this game. I played it last night, and I got off around, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, around an hour or so, 60 minutes, maybe 100 minutes, I'm not too sure. But I think it was 60 minutes. And so I left my PlayStation on and I came back to it in the morning and I've been playing ever since. Now I woke up around 12, I would say, 12:30 maybe. It's because I was tired and I didn't want to get out of bed. I stayed up till like 2 in the morning playing this game. Anyway, so yeah, I've been playing this ever since around 12, you know, getting all my stats up and all that. And for people who have played this game before, you might know that there is an ending to this game, fighting that final boss. What I have done is I have not gone to the final boss stage. Instead, I have kept on going through the previous levels, getting more items, abilities, getting stronger, leveling up. And as you can see, I'm level 32, which to some of you might not seem like a high level, but in reality, it'll take a while to get there. I've been playing for 350 minutes, around there, you know, and that is equivalent to around a bit more than 8 hours, I believe. I think so. I can't. Somebody can do the math in the chat. You know, just comment down the number. I don't have time to do the math right now. But yeah. Yeah. So I'm legit be playing. You know, kind of commentating on what's going on, etc., etc. Now, I have unlocked one character, the miner, and 2 to 3, I believe, command items, or command artifacts. There we go, artifacts. For those of you who don't know, those are ways to alter the game, giving you an advantage or disadvantage. Mainly an advantage, but in some ways it can make the game more challenging. And you see how fast I'm moving right now? This is because I have many items, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. And these are stackable items that increase the more you have, you know. It's pretty much common sense, like self-explanatory. The more items you have, they stack, you know, the higher your stats are. And well, yeah, in the beginning of this game you will not be going this fast, and you would not have as near as much action that I'm having right now. And by action I mean all the bosses and all that. I get about 30 to 40 bosses every stage, and those keep on adding up. The numbers keep on rising. I believe so, not too sure. But it's just a constant cycle of kill, collect, repeat. By collect, I mean collect items that drop from bosses. And you can see that black pig right there, that's a normal boss. The red one though, it's I think what is called a fierce or something like that. I can't remember right now, but basically that is a elite version of a boss, and I don't think the drop rate for higher items are improved with elite bosses, but they still drop items. Every boss drops a common to, I believe, epic item, either epic or rare. And the levels are common, which is gray, And then there's orange, or there are really various types of colors for the use items, which are your circle, and they do something that helps you out in game. It can be a lot really, but mine right now I don't know what this is called, but what it does is it shoots out little balls that go and attack enemies. And it's not that powerful, but it has a short cooldown time because I have the rapid mitosis, which reduces the cooldown time for use items. Now, let's see what I get from here. I got this is a legendary, and if you see that imp over here, basically it summons one of these in, but since I already have one of those, it increases the stats or attacks for the imp, my imp, the one that I have. And right here I'm going back to a previous level, the starting level, and it's gonna be harder, but I want to get through these first 2 levels really quick because they have a boss called the Magma Worm. Now, for those of you who haven't played this game, the Magma Worm is what I consider one of the most annoying bosses. Partially because it comes out of the ground, and it is so annoying, to be honest. Now, the Colossus I can handle, because the Colossus is pretty easy. And the, that jello looking thing too. Well, not jello, jellyfish looking thing. I can handle these right here. But the worms, they're a bit of a nuisance to handle. Right here, this is the Magma Worm. And if you have multiple of these, it can get pretty crazy. The reason why I do not like handling these is because they are a hassle to attack, because they appear for about 3 to 5 seconds on screen, and you can only get in so much damage. And they just keep on coming up and attacking you, and if you don't hit them, you don't want to do any damage on them. Like right now, I have, what's it called? I don't know what it's called, but that blue thing damages the enemies. Every time I get a kill, it increases the amount I have. So, this helps with the, whatchamacallit, the Magma Worm. Because if they, if I'm hitting them, they'll get hit and I won't have to shoot them with a bow, because I'm using the Class Huntress. There really is a lot to this game, and you might not even hear much of my rambling on about all this bosses, characters, items, but the moral of what I'm trying to say is that every item helps in its own way. Kind of, I guess. Alright, so usually after I finish a match, I go ahead and clean up, look for all these little things here, get all the items that there are left. Even if it's just common items, they stack, you know, make things easier. These are drones. As you can see, I have many of them. They're just self-explanatory. Drones, you know, they help me out in battle. And they can get destroyed and all, but I always have the money to repair them, because I get about 1 million each round. That's starting to add up more. Now, last time I did a run like this, I made it to 230 minutes, but I somehow died with like the snap of a finger. It said I got crushed, but I had 9,999 health, and somehow something took away all my health in one hit, so I died. And I was kind of ticked off, but then kind of relieved, because I had been playing for a while without a break too. And yeah, that stuff was a little frustrating, but I could deal with it. And so this is basically what I'm doing every round. Just going looking for that teleporter that you saw right here, and activating it and when I activate the teleporter, bosses spawn, more enemies spawn, and really I just gotta stay alive until the teleporter is ready to be activated. And if there's still enemies alive whenever the teleport is ready to, you know, teleport, I must kill off the remaining enemies. And let's see, what else do I have to say? There's something over here. Don't remember what I had to say, but sure I'll remember later. Alright, pacing back and forward. Oh, if you die during any game, all your progress is lost. Basically, you have to start over. But while you're playing, you can unlock things such as characters and artifacts. Artifacts, like I have said before, are items that you can activate in the menu before you play a game, which, like I said, could help you or put you at a disadvantage, making the game more challenging. But for some people, we like challenges, so you know, it could be kind of fun. And like I said before, most of these artifacts put you at an advantage, so that's why you try, you know, set out to get them and get characters. Now, I have almost every character except for one, and in order to get that character, I need to beat the game, I believe, 5 times. Now, I believe this would be my final game that I have to beat before unlocking that character, but I want to see how long I can last before I beat the game, you know. And I want to at least reach 999 minutes, which is the equivalent to, I don't know how many hours, to be so honest with you. That's a while. I can't do the math right now, but I believe that's over a day. Yeah, so I am going to go ahead and collect all this stuff, kill this last enemy, which is down here. If I can get to him. And proceed to the teleporter. This is what used items look like right here. Artifacts, actually. You can unlock them by going through little passages that they can find throughout the game. There are many passages on each level, and I have managed to get some of them, but some I still have yet to find and go through, really. Oh, didn't see the teleporter there. But yeah, this is considerably one of the most largest maps, or stages, and the reason why is because in the middle of here there's so much room, and really everything's on the top on this little platform and on the side, not much at the bottom, and well, yeah, not much at the bottom, but you can find many things on here. Chests, usually laser drones, but maybe regular drones. And usually this is one of the maps where I get the most money on. This one and the final. And this is the only map, as a matter of fact, where a special boss called the Ifrit can spawn. And it is, to me, one of the most easiest bosses to fight. I can kill it within seconds, and well, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just an easy boss overall. I don't really have much to say now, but yeah. These are the last enemies, I assume. Yep. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go through here, get all this stuff. Containers, what I just opened, usually have experience and money, but considering the fact that I am such a high level, this money is merely nothing to me. And I usually have more than 1 million after I complete each stage, so I don't really get them most of the time, but I just like getting them because of the fireworks effect that it has. And usually those fireworks help out when I'm going against bosses or just enemies and all, you know. And I'm just gonna go ahead and head over back to this side, because usually there's something over there on a little spot that I just saw, but this time there was not. So you know, it's whatever really. I already have many items. Alright. Proceeding to the next stage. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Mr. Green, Mr.Green, circle under, or not circle, 0_0. No, not underscore. Mr.Green 0.0. That 56 leaf clover gives, adds a chance for elite mobs to drop items. And I have 19 of them. And usually, most of the time when I'm doing stuff like this, just going pacing back and forth, I usually get about 7 to 10 items from elite mobs and bosses. And most of the time, the items I get help me out, but you know, sometimes they're pretty much useless. Like that banner right there, it's every time I level up, it drops a banner that increases my stats. But I do not level up frequently, so it's pretty much useless. Alright, now that the time has run out, since I have activated the teleporter, every time I activate the teleporter, I have to wait 90 seconds And after waiting those 90 seconds, I have to kill off the remaining enemies, and then I'm able to proceed to the next stage. You see right here, there are 4 enemies left. Tossing my drone, that's probably cool. There's always an arrow pointing to the enemy, but I want to go ahead and look for any chests that could be down here. There was not. I actually like that one very much, because every time you kill an enemy, it shoots out little things like go and attack the other enemies. And you know, if most of the enemies are low, it can keep a continuous cycle of just killing one enemy after the other. So usually, if we're going through your first run, this would be the final stage, well, the second final stage that you would have to go through. After this stage, you would press triangle or Y if you're playing on Xbox, but you would press triangle to advance or proceed to the next stage, which is the final stage. And usually, going to the final stage, you would be expected to beat the boss, because, you know, you should be prepared enough already. But you can also press square or delete X for Xbox to take you back to the first stage. Going back to the first stage makes it harder, but there's more of a reward, as in more money, more items, and you can get more stuff to prepare for the boss stage if you wanted to. But in my case, I am really just trying to get to a high level and a high amount of time spent in one game. Right now we're at 370 minutes. I do not have any footage of the previous time, only when I started, which was around 350. I'm gonna go ahead and look for some more stuff, and I'll get everything that I can out of this level. Well, I thought there would be something there, but apparently not. I'm gonna go ahead and finish looking over here, because I did not do that. And if you're wondering why I don't get those items that say use, because I already have one, which I just used, as you can see. I'm using it again. and I feel comfortable with this one, content with it, so I don't really feel the need to change my use item. And now we are going again. Basically, starting over. Teleporter is active. And there are many of them. So really, in order to find out how much time converted to hours, no, minutes converted to hours, 999 minutes is. You would do 999 divided by 16. If I'm correct, that would be like 5. Not too sure actually. I'm gonna do that right now. Calculated 999 divided by 60 equals 16.65. 16 hours. So if I do 375 divided by, oh, wait, no. You're clear. 375 divided by 60. 6 hours and 25 minutes. So I have been playing this one game for 6 hours and 25 minutes. Damn it, I did not want that. That item. Okay, no item up here. Alright. Let's see. These are chance items. Really, I just keep on hitting these until they break or I get something. Most of the time until they break. I also like using boxes, containers, etc. whenever I'm going against enemies because of the fireworks effect that I get. Which... Oh, okay. Right now, I'm about to get a use item. Or artifact, I mean. Okay. There we go. As you can see, I have unlocked it. It is the Artifact of Kin. I don't know what it does, but I unlocked it. Crowbar. Crowbar does bonus damage to basically enemies that have full health. Quote unquote healthy enemies. Just gonna go ahead and finish this off. There we go. And the teleporter's back here. Whew. Alright, restroom break. I have to go pee. Alright, I am back. Should have grabbed me another water. Usually my mouth gets kind of dry when I do a live stream, so I just keep a bottle of water next to me. Had a cup of Coke, but it's... well, I finished it, so it's gone. Anyway, keep that in mind. Go ahead and look for this teleporter. It should be up here, since it was not over there. Nope, down here then. Oh, it's right here. Alright,